Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that the video is now okay. The network has luckily stabilized. I like to say that when the network is so good, it is not up to me. Also, when the network is not good, it's as well not up to me. Thank God we have stabilized. It is Habib Seboguzi playing the KAMWOKYA Pool Center weekly competition for only the first time, and yet he's at the quarterfinals, the round of last 8, taking on Ibrahim Sejemba, who has once lost a semi-final and once lost a final. Actually, not he has lost 2 finals. Once against Mansour, no, once against Caesar, and then the other against Ibrahim Kayanja. Yes, I've remembered. Habib and Ibra are currently drawing 1-1. 2 players who are friendly against each other. They move on quite well. They go on quite well, but on the table that doesn't matter. Their on-table rivalry started in 2020, the time when Ibra decided to stubbornly invite the entire country of Uganda besides 4 players, Caesar, Mansour, and Kasozi and Geoffrey Satumba. For the rest, he invited them for no black money matches. With no black, you have to put your balls and then leave the black on table without even playing it. That is the kind of a handicap he was giving them. And Ibra beat most of them, those that dared to play with him, including Alan Nsoboga, including, yes, Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine, including Amos Ndiagumanawi, a top player at the time, including Alfred Gomeki, is a black sheep. Very surprising, that one, including Ivan Morunji, and yes, including Habib Seboguzi. And it is Habib who, I would say, caused a stop of that no black money match quest, because he beat Ibra 3 times in succession. Since then, there has been that kind of feeling between the players. They have been facing off sometimes in tournaments. And I do remember Habib having 2 wins in tournaments like this. And Ibra has about 5 against the same player. But now all that matters is this one, where Habib is now leading 2-1 in this short race to 5. He's a guy who has been showing signs that he's coming back to his best. There are signs, especially the manner in which he won that tournament on Saturday last week, defeating Computer, who was playing so well in the tournament, in the final, and especially coming from in the semi-final. It was a race to 6. I remember him coming from 5-2 down, winning the last 4 games. Actually, at 1, Dog City was already celebrating his place in the final, and then Ibra won a series of consecutive games, almost giving Dog City no chance to play at his own home venue in Natete, where he was born. And Ibra won the comp, the very first he has won this year. He's attempting to make it a 2nd comp in a row.
This woman just loves me.
Big shout out to you, Tabo Motlang. It seems you are watching a live stream on this platform for the very first time, according to what you are saying. Maybe you have been watching and live videos. That has been the case because around May last year, this channel was banned by YouTube from going live because there was lots of copyrighted musical content playing in the backgrounds of then videos. So I only used it for a period of 1 year, posting videos which were not live. And thank God the YouTube ban is over, and for the past month I have resumed streaming live videos on this page, which I love so much for the fact that it's just not only my page, it is our page. It is the biggest YouTube platform on the African continent for pool matches only. So it is Habib Sebuguzi with now advantage to go 3-1 up. A very solid player, the current captain of the Uganda national pool team, the Pool Cranes. A number of players in whose footsteps he's following former captains. Not to mention Alfred Gumeki is a black sheep. Not to mention Fahad Sewankambo. Not to mention Oscar Ochakachon. Not to mention Adam Sebi. Those are the players who have so far been Uganda national team captain, and Habib is the other. He's a guy, well, he has a few limitations on the table, but a complete player. How he puts, how he controls himself, how he composes himself, how calm he is, how well he shoots, and a fair amount of skill. Good skill set in his pair of hands, making him a very hard player to beat. And many of you who have been watching these players of late have not been watching him because he has not been very active. But he can be a beast of a player. There he leads 3-1 against Ibra, who I would suggest that may have started as a favorite, Ibra. Not only because of his good record against Habib, not to mention, by the way, there's no black money matches, it was handicap. But of late I counted at 7 matches between the two, with Ibra winning 5 and Habib 2. This one is the 8th, and it is Habib in control. If I'm not mistaken, the last time they faced off was the 3rd place match of the Grand Open Championship of the Plus Session of Uganda last year. In a race to 6, Habib won 6-2. In between there were a series of victories for Ibra when the two faced off. Habib is one Ugandan player who for so many years has been known for having a very good break. When he is your opponent, be careful not to give him as many breaks as possible. Of course, the breaks keep alternating. Ensure that you win the lag, because the player who wins the lag breaks one more frame compared to his opponent in the match. That is if the game is to go to the wire. He is going for Apple. There was a time I watched these guys play in it was best of 20 in the Temeseo Masters League, the tournament which I keep telling you, the first big tournament that Caesar ever won. There was a point when these guys played about 12 consecutive matches. I mean 12 consecutive games, each a one-visit clearance. Either a break and finish, or you break and miss and your opponent finishes, something like that. And at that stage, it was 6-all. Sometimes these players who are as well leaders, it can be just a little bit challenging. The guys you're supposed to be leading as team captain, and then they are your opponent, but that is the nature of the sport. He's coming all the way from the district of Mukono, a few kilometers from Kampala. There is another district in between called Wakiso, just to participate in this tournament. He is now, by the way, the manager of Itano Pool Arena in the district of Mukono. Habib Sebuguzi, a guy who looks quite young. Actually, by his look, you can think he's in early or mid-20s. The guy is actually 33. He's up against the black. This one is going down as an apple, and a beautiful apple, by the captain of the Uganda national team, the Queens, Habib Sebuguzi, who now extends his lead to 4-1 and is in pole position to make it to the semi-finals to take on, guess who? Ibrahim Kayanja. The other semi-final will be between Lawrence and the Dog City, the two players from the Advanced Talent Agency. So the assurance we have is that Advanced Talent Agency will have one player in the final, and we'll take on the winner between whoever wins this match and Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine, who is seated by the side watching this match, maybe trying to see who of the players has some weaknesses which he can capitalize in the semis. But it is advantage Habib. And yet, to sum up what has been a nasty performance from Ibra, he fouls on the break. After this match, we shall have two semi-finals at the same time and then a straight final. The semi-finals, one of them is confirmed, Lawrence and the Dog City. That one is coming on break and finish live Facebook. And then the winner of this match against Ibrahim Kayanja on break and finish live YouTube. Please don't forget to like this video when it is YouTube, kindly do like. It is something very small which can be a big addition, maybe some kind of addition both to these players and the sport and myself as a streamer. I'm not so sure Ibra has perfect sight of the black, of the yellow. There seems to be some interception of either the black or the yellow, the red, or both. And I want to think that his match is dependent on this shot here. He must deliver. Finds the yellow and pots, but white ball is not good enough. One thing about him is that he's one player whom I surely know that knows how to manipulate his his small body. When he has situations to play white ball some distance from the edges of the table, I want to presume that he could play that black off the rail where he's standing to try and pot or packets to the corner pocket where he is now standing. I don't think there is a sharp cut possible. Maybe bank it to the corner pocket closest to your screen, bottom left. That is another possibility, but either way, it is not easy. You want to think that too much of what he's trying to do is playing in Habib's hands. He goes for the first option off the rail, finds the black, but not good enough. He ought to have packed the ball to the pocket to occupy it, but there is space. Now Habib has the ball in his hands, chooses when to play, when to pot, when to snooker, when to go for the game. And Ibra is feeding off crumbs that are falling from Habib's table. He'll try to play off the rail with a big spin on the cue ball. Will he find the black? It's a foul. I believe the picture is going to restabilize shortly. Just give me your pardon for a few seconds. Thank you for watching. Morondi Timothy and Najib Senabulia. Appreciating your work, the work, and your wife. I think you are watching together. Rachel. The picture is starting to stabilize now. Today the network is not good. When it is good, it is not up to me. When it is bad, it's not up to me. James Kasumba. You want me to tell you more of Francis's visit? I spoke to Francis yesterday, and things are boiling, eh? Yeah, things are boiling. Johanna Gomesiris, thank you for watching. Elton L. Timon Saka, you are saying Peter Chewe to the world, okay? But now it is Mo or Habib Sebuguzi to the world. Of the few wins he has had against Ibrahim Sejemba, this one will go down as the most resounding. Though it is a short race, 5-1 is something else. Habib 5, Ibra 1. The match ends. Ibra's participation in the tournament ends. Coming up live on Break and Finish Live Facebook is Dog City versus Lawrence, the guy who beat Caesar versus the guy who beat Kasozi. And then Habib Sebuguzi versus Ibrahim Kayanja break and finish live. YouTube, see you there very, very shortly, by the way.